You take it out of your purse, you apply it, and then poof. Fuck. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Anvesha with you. I hope all of you are amazing. In this video, I'm going to show you and tell you what is the difference between a brush and a beauty blender, how do they work, and which one is going to be better for you, because that is the very basic thing that you need to know if you want to do makeup, or if you're doing makeup, you still need to have an idea why these are different and why do some people prefer beauty blenders over brushes. So if you want to know more, keep on watching. As you guys can see, I've already done my eyes. Now for your convenience, I'm going to divide my face into two parts. On this side, I'm going to use a beauty blender, and on this side, I'm going to use a brush. And I'm going to use same product on both the sides. So first, let me start with moisturizing my face, and for that, I'm using the Lakme Peach Milk. And I'm trying to put the same quantity. And now I'm going to put the same primer on both the sides. Okay, it's pretty much spread. Okay, so for the beauty blender, I'm using this one. I don't remember the brand name. I'm pretty sure it wasn't that expensive, and that's why I forgot it. And for the brush side, I'm using this one. This is the Cuffs and Lashes foundation brush. And as a foundation, I'm using this Neon High Definition foundation. Now it is more of a medium coverage, but it is buildable to a higher coverage. And I'm going to take one pump for each side. So this is one pump. First, I'm going to apply it. I'm taking it down to my neck as well because I don't need 2 pumps of foundation on my full face. And now I'm going to blend it with the damp beauty blender. And if I show you the comparison between a dry and a damp beauty blender, so this is it. See how small it is. It is spreading very nicely, and that is what I love about beauty blenders. And you are supposed to damp it and squeeze out the excess water, and that's how you use it. And you don't want to rub your beauty blender against your face like this. You just want to tap it, and that's how you blend with a beauty blender. First, I'm going to show you the application, and then I will tell you what I feel about a brush and a beauty blender. The beauty blender side is well blended. Now I'm going to go with the brush, and again I'm taking one pump of it, and you can apply it with the brush as well. For that, you don't have to damp it or anything. You just take it and you start blending. And the blending technique is pretty different as well. For the beauty blender, as I've said, you want to bounce it on your skin, and for the brush, you need to flick it like that. So little strokes will do the job. And there are different types of brushes as well. This is one kind. There are flat top kabukis and something like that, but much bigger. There are a lot of different types of brushes available. The application is done, and you saw the technique was pretty different, like the brush side and the beauty blender side. And that's why there is a difference in finish and coverage. So first, let's talk about the application of the product. Now, because these two apply very differently, that's why the brush is going to take comparatively less time than this. So if you are in a hurry, maybe you can choose the brush because this is going to be the better option. Now let's talk about the finish. This side is more natural and more skin-like, and this side is a bit more higher in coverage. Now because I like my base to keep very natural, and that's why I love the beauty blender side, because I am pushing the product with the sponge, it gets in my skin and it just stays there, and with the brush I'm spreading it like that and it stays on the surface level, and that's why beauty blender gives more of a smooth and skin-like finish, and the brush gives higher coverage, and that's why you can get along with no makeup look with a beauty blender but not with a brush, because if you're applying your foundation with this, people will know that you have applied foundation, and that leads us to the coverage. At the end of the day, this is a sponge and it gets 3 times bigger than its original size. So it has a lot of free space inside of it, so it doesn't matter how full coverage your foundation is, it is going to soak 1/3 of it and you will not get the desired coverage. But with a brush, it is usually denser and there is no room for much foundation to go in, so that's why you get a lot more coverage than this. With a beauty blender, you are wasting more product than a brush because it is eating more, so a brush is going to be more cost effective in long term. So these are few basic things that you need to know before you are choosing to go with brush or a beauty blender. Now let's talk about few pros and cons which I felt using both of these products. So let's start with the pricing. Beauty blenders can be extremely affordable and very expensive depending on the brand that you're choosing. And for the brush, yes, you would get cheap brushes, but those doesn't work that good. For the beauty blenders, like a 100 rupee beauty blender would work as good as a 300 rupee brush. So you see the price difference there, so you have to invest in brushes more. And the second thing which annoys me so much is brushes can be very fragile, at least more than beauty blender. You cannot wash these every single day, otherwise it will start shedding after a few months and then you cannot use it anymore. But beauty blenders are more long lasting. I remember I've used my first beauty blender for 1.5 years, and that's the thing, you are investing in this less and you are getting the full benefit of it, and that's why these are my favorite. There are few benefits of brushes as well. The first one has to be it gives the full coverage. So if you are a full coverage person, go with a brush. That's it, because a beauty blender will never ever give you the amount of coverage that brushes can give you. The second pro of the brushes is these are more convenient to use, because with a beauty blender you need to soak it and then you're going to squeeze out the excess water. But if you're on the go, that is not possible all the time. That's when brushes comes really handy. You take it out of your purse, you apply your product, and then poof, back into your purse. And the third point is the application of the product. Brushes takes lesser time than beauty blender, because here you are tapping the product in the same surface for a longer time, whereas with the brush you are just going like that and it is going to be super easy and very fast. I've applied a bit of nude lipstick, so don't mind that. And the last advantage of a brush would be the flexibility. You can tell by the size of these two. It can go on the curves of your nose because it's flat and slim, even though it has a pointy top, but it is fat, so it's not that good. And especially this helps a lot with the brows, because you can get super close to them and it won't be a big matter. But with this, like, how will you buff it and blend it in a same line without damaging your brow? So that's why it's more convenient. I'm going to finish the rest of my face and then I will give you my final thought. So the moral of this video is, if you want to have a higher coverage base, go with a brush, and if you want to have a low to medium coverage base, go with a sponge. This is the primary thing to consider and the rest comes later. I've seen a lot of people who loves full coverage base and they go with a brush, but I like to have more of a natural skin, and that's why I lean towards sponges more. So that is all I had to say in this video. As usual, if you like it, do not forget to hit that like button, and if you like this face and want to see more from me, then do not forget to subscribe to this channel and hit on that little notification bell so that you get notified whenever I upload any new video. And until then, stay happy, keep glowing, and thank you for supporting. Love you.